All the talk so far in 2020 has been about drivers. But what about these? The Taylormade Mavrik, the Taylormade Sim and the Callaway Mavrik 3-wood. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. Guys, first of all, I would like to warmly welcome you all back to the channel, or I'd like to warmly welcome you to the channel if it is indeed your first time visiting. And if it is your first time visiting, make sure you consider hitting that subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of the other golf related content I bring to you guys every single day. Leave us a like if you enjoy this video, because that means the world to me. And hit those comments below, which 3-wood would you potentially buy in 2020? The Taylormade Sim or the Callaway Mavrik. So as you will have noticed, guys, in this video, this isn't just any Callaway Mavrik 3-wood. This is the Callaway Mavrik Sub-Zero 3-wood. That means it is the low spin model. We have this weight forward here to bring the CG forward in the face to lower the spin. We still have jailbreak technology, and we still have spring summer flash face 2020. Oh, that sounded so good. This test is over. That was the best shot of it all year. Thank you. Yes, please, Callaway. Now last year I used the Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero 3-wood all year and I absolutely loved it. I still love it. At the moment I'm using a Cobra though, so I do need to do quite a lot of testing this year to see which 3-wood goes into the bag. So first things first, if this is a comparison, one huge factor which the Callaway doesn't have, which the Taylormade does have, is adjustability. So as you'll see here on the two sleeves, the Callaway doesn't have the adjustable sleeve, the Taylormade does, so you can change loft, you can change face angle a little bit. That's 1-0 to the Taylormade really. But then that is exactly what the Maverick range is about. It's replaced the Rogue range. It's not supposed to be adjustable. The Epic Flash range is the adjustable range. And then to be fair, I quite prefer the simplistic look of the hosel without all the adjustments on it. So 1-1. Well, that was Healy. That was really Healy, and I know it's a 4 left, so you guys can shout it for me. But numbers-wise, that's done really well. Really well. That was so Healy. I do almost feel like I've neglected this club a little bit at the moment, because 3-woods at the moment almost aren't hot property, are they? So especially when it's new club release time, obviously when we do reviews, the drivers do kind of take precedence, they do get priority, and probably rightfully so, because they cost more money and people generally want to change the driver before everything else. And then the 3-woods kind of come on as a bit of an after show. But should they be? That was another beauty actually, that one. Now I must say, for a low spin model, it's spinning a little bit high. I don't think I was getting this spin rate with the Epic Flash Sub-Zero. And guys, hit those comments below if you'd like to see me test the Maverick Sub-Zero against the Epic Flash Sub-Zero in the Fairway models and see what the difference is. I have tested the Maverick driver versus the Epic Flash driver, and there wasn't a huge difference, but then they're both still current ranges, so I guess they wouldn't want there to be a huge difference, would they? That was bottomy again. One thing I have to say about this is on miss hits, it's performing exceptionally well, like really well, or exceptionally well. Looking down at the Callaway Mavrik Sub-Zero 3-wood at address, I love the head shape, I love the head size, I love how it's plain black, it hasn't got any silly orange flares around the side. Ugh. So as you can see here, the triaxial carbon weave looks absolutely incredible. Then we do have those kind of flashes of orange, which I'm not a huge fan of. Not a huge fan of the colour scheme altogether with the Maverick, to be fair, but we shouldn't judge this on its colour or name, because if you did, no one would probably pick it up. Right, I wouldn't anyway. Oh, that is exactly the shot I want. Just peeling in at 250. Yes! Right guys, last shot with the Callaway Mavrik Sub-Zero, and I dare say it definitely won't be the last shot I hit with this club this year, because even in the half a dozen shots I've hit here, very, very impressed with it. The sound is absolutely fantastic, but how will it compare to the Sim Titanium? See, that was toe in, it's just done really well again. I've almost not given it a fair shout because I've gone heel toe, but it's good, it's good. Right. Right, so just like the Callaway Mavrik wasn't just any old Callaway Mavrik, this isn't just any old Taylormade Sim. This is the Taylormade Sim Titanium. It is the flagship 3-wood. It's It's very, very expensive, but we do have full adjustments on there for loft. We do have the V-Steel. The V-Steel returns, yes please. We have the speed pocket, we have the ZR face, we have twist face, we have a carbon crown. It's pretty much got everything. So how does it perform? Totally different sound, and it's gone quite a little bit further. I have pulled it though. Go on, 4 left, we know. Is it? No. Looking down, it is a totally different head shape to the Callaway. It's not as traditional, obviously. It has the carbon weave on top and then this lovely white kind of leading edge here, which I do actually really like. To me, it almost sits a little bit closed, which isn't ideal for my swing. It is set on standard loft, so it shouldn't be too kind of twisted in the face, although that wasn't a pun, believe it or not. So let's see what this club can do. Gotta say, when you absolutely nail it out of the middle, it does feel, I dare say, just as good as the Maverick, if not better. That was real. I mean, it's left again, but that's me. That's me. Definitely lower spin than the Maverick as well, which is interesting because the Maverick claims to be sub-zero, doesn't it? Low spin, sub-zero. But anyway. That's gotta be long. Gotta be long. So looking down at both these clubs, I almost don't mind. You know, it's funny because I really like the head shape of the Maverick because it's small, it's sleek, a little bit undefined, but then I really enjoy the head shape of the Taylormade because it's loud and big and everything the Callaway is not. So this is going to be interesting. Please remember, it's so important to me that you're a part of my videos, so why don't you hit those comments below. Which one would you choose? Would you go Maverick? Would you go Sim? Would you go neither? If you go neither, I want another option down there so I can test it. So looking at the sole of the club for the Sim Titanium, it looks awesome. It looks, obviously it doesn't have the shape in motion inertia generator that the driver has, but that's probably for the best. Right, come on, par 5. You've nailed the drive. You need to get on there in 2. You're 260 away. Can we get there? Oh, 256. I mean, it's left again. I need to practice, or I need lessons. Lessons would do it. To be fair, really, really, really impressed with the consistency of this. Consistency of launch, of strike, of distance, of... I mean, yes, it is left, but if you threw a blanket over them, you wouldn't see them, but it would be very, very close together. So there's that. Come on. That's definitely, that's not good. That's... interesting because that's a Healy one. It's a totally different ball flight to the Healy ones I got with the Maverick Sub-Zero. It's lower, it's further left, and it's actually lost more distance as well. So, Right guys, last shot, and then we're going to have a big comparison between the Maverick Titanium, the Taylormade Maverick, the Maverick Sub-Zero and the Sim Titanium. Imagine if there was a Maverick Titanium that kind of morphed together. How good would that be? Anyway, that's enough of the storytelling. Last shot, let's rip it. Not a good one again. 2 poor shots with the Sim Titanium to finish on, but I think this is quite a fair test. So, Taylormade Sim Titanium 3-wood or Callaway Maverick Sub-Zero 3-wood? Let's do it. So guys, as always, let's start with dispersion, and I think with both clubs, to be fair. So this is the Sim Titanium, and if we look at the Maverick, I've got a bit of a case of the lefts, haven't I, to be fair, but the Sim is a little bit more together, so a bit more consistent. I did comment on that in the test, so to be fair, with a 3-wood, you're going to put bad swings on them eventually. Let's take a look at the numbers. So numbers for the Sim and the Maverick 3-woods, pretty similar, I think it's fair to say. 3 yards in it, both pitch and carry. That's the same thing. And total, lateral, very, very similar. Club speed, we got 0.4 mile an hour more club speed with the Sim. That can't really, we're clutching at hairs there if we're saying that's different. Ball speed, pretty identical. Spin rate, a little bit lower with the Sim, which could have given us that extra tiny bit of distance. So really altogether, it could just come down to how they look, how they feel, how they sound. Last year I used the Callaway Epic Flash Sub-Zero 3-wood all year and very, very, very much enjoyed it. It was actually my favourite club in the bag, and it could still stay in the bag as well. I will test it against the Maverick Sub-Zero to see how much difference there is. Which one wins this test? You've got to say the Taylormade won it on dispersion and with numbers. But for me, the Maverick actually sounds a little bit nicer, feels a little bit nicer, and I quite like the head shape down at the ball. The Taylormade is just a little bit too big for me. It reminds me of the old M6 3-wood, which again for me was just a little bit too big, but the M5 was a bit of a funny shape. So I'm not gonna lie, I very much like Taylormade drives at the moment, and I've liked them since probably the M3. Fairway woods, since the M3, not so much. There's always probably a little bit too much going on for me, but I'm going to go with the Callaway wins this one primarily on looks and feel and sound. I mean, I couldn't game it in that colour. I just, bright orange, really? Come on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and I do hope you are staying safe at the moment. If you have enjoyed that and you haven't subscribed already, why not consider it? That way you won't miss any of the great golf-related content that I bring to you guys every single day. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that, because that way I know that you're enjoying the content. Hit those comments below. Which one would you use? Would you use either? Would you use none? Potentially. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you tomorrow.